Hi everybody, this is Lindy from Huckleberry Mountain Botanicals. Today we're actually going to be making a vapor rub, but first I need to get a couple things set up. And while everybody's showing up, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so sorry. Here we go. So I am filling in for my mom, so let me see. We've kind of been doing a series where you're building your herbal first aid kit. So last week we did a powdered styptic, which it was yarrow, and it was helping us to kind of, it helps stop bleeding. So we're just going to get right into this. It's going to be kind of fast today since it's just me. All right, so we're going to measure out our ingredients, which this is super, super easy. All it is beeswax, olive oil, and castor oil. Now for this, you definitely, if you are an herbalist, you need a scale that goes down to grams. So I've got the recipe right here. We're going to do 19 grams of olive oil. I'm going to pour slowly. And if you are interested in getting different herbal recipes, we've got tons on our free herbal content on huckleberrybotanicals.com. All right, zero that out. So that's 19 grams of olive oil, 35 grams of castor oil, and it is important that you do use castor oil. You can't just use all olive oil because the texture is what kind of makes that ointment-like texture or consistency. So very carefully, since I can't put it back now. This is just the way I measure it out so that I don't have to get a bunch of dishes dirty. And then just 3 grams of beeswax. Hello. Hi Shamra. Hi Dad. Hello Mom. All right, zero that out again. And 3 grams of beeswax. Just a little bit more. Okay. And you know, I'm not experienced. I'm experienced-ish. So, you know, it just shows that this is a really, really easy recipe. Honestly, anybody can be an herbalist. You know, so if you want to try things, you just got to go for it. And, you know, one thing that I've kind of learned from observing my mother through being her student, but also just kind of basically being a full-time apprentice since, you know, I live with her, is just start to incorporate herbs into your life, you know? Just throw things into salads, taste things as you're walking through the garden. It doesn't have to be a super complicated process, and I'm just getting into this kind of stuff, and I've already learned so much through just working with herbs and actually deciding to do it. So this is a great thing to start with because I don't think there's a way that you can mess it up. As long as you follow the measurements, I think, yeah, it's kind of foolproof. Lotion is still pretty easy, but a little bit harder. But this, in and of itself, is actually quite easy. So, oh, I didn't mention this, but what I'm doing here, let me see if I can move you a little bit closer. 1 second. Sorry. I've got a small pot, and it's important. 1 second. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, okay, so put one of these rings in the bottom of this pot and then fill it up with water to where, I wish you could see this. Okay, 1 second. Okay, the one important thing is you don't want the jar to be touching the bottom of the pot directly. Otherwise, there is a very, very high chance that it is going to crack, which that has not happened yet, thank goodness. But that's because you put the ring in the bottom of the pot. Let me show you. Like that. And the jar just is sitting on it, and I'm stirring it with a chopstick because we've learned that chopsticks are actually one of the most useful tools in herbalism. And just waiting until the beeswax melts. So you want to bring the water up to a simmer. I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, it's going to cut my head out. I'll just sit like this. Yeah, just keep stirring it. It usually takes 5 to 10 minutes. And then once it's all melted, you just take it out and let it cool. And that is it. That's really, it's super easy. When you do take it out, that's when you're going to add the essential oils, because you don't want to do it before you heat it up so that you don't, something, mom knows, so that the essential oils don't get damaged, essentially. Yeah. So I'm just going to sit here stirring. And you don't have to stir the whole time. It's just, I just like to. But yeah, I actually, one that we've got right here, I added eucalyptus oil to this one. And it actually, it's just like a perfect ointment consistency because, oh yes, oh okay, yeah, never mind then, of an ointment. So yeah, just do that. 1 second. Yeah, this, I mean, it's not the most interesting live ever, but it'll eventually, I wish you guys could see, be like that. So like the ointment that you put on Band-Aids when you get a cut, kind of like that. So what's nice about this recipe is this is just the base. You can do infused oils, which we're going to show you probably sometime later this week or next week. We're going to do another live and show you how to make an antibacterial ointment to really add to your first aid kit. You can add all sorts of different essential oils. For this one, we are doing a replacement vapor rub. So you do a total of 60 drops of essential oils, but you can do a mixture of rosemary, eucalyptus, and peppermint, and that is really going to target the, oh, sorry, I'm missing all these. It's going to target, you know, colds, and so you would rub it on your chest to help with that. So, still melting. Yeah. I mean, has anybody made this before? I personally made this for the first time the other day, and it was super easy. I was surprised. That's the great thing about starting with things that are a little bit easier is you feel like a success. So afterwards, I was like, yes, I'm a master of herbalism. But yeah, so the beeswax is getting there, and there's not going to be much to see, but there we go, and it's about melted. So yeah, you just bring the water, like don't even let the water simmer necessarily, you just really want to heat it up. And then you get a hot pad. And then I'm going to very carefully and hopefully not spill it. Oh dear. There we go. So you're just going to take it out and let it cool. Now, it is important that you do not put the lid on while it is still hot, because the water that's evaporating is just going to drip back down into it, and that's going to make it go bad faster, and it's not going to be the right consistency and everything like that. So now it just sits, and then once it fully cooled, it's going to look like this. I know you can't really tell, but it is an ointment. Like I can go like that, and it's almost like a Vaseline type thing. So yeah, I think that's it for today. And like I said, we are going to do another live showing how to make an antibacterial ointment to replace things like Neosporin, and it's completely natural. It is just as easy as this. So join us next time, and if you are interested in lots of different recipes, then go to huckleberrybotanicals.com and sign up for our free herbal content. So thank you for watching, and health enjoy.